So let's go ahead and talk about the problem of the day. Be sure you're participating and thinking about how your approach compares to what we talk about. Different doesn't mean wrong, but it should be clear and it should lead to the same answer that we get together. There's a lot of ways you might have represented and solved this problem. I bet you recognize this as a multiplicative compare situation and used our thinking questions to jot down what is being compared, which thing has the greater amount, and which amount we are given. So we're comparing a mat and a rug. We know the rug is the greater amount. We know the mat is 40, the rug is 400, and we need to figure out the multiplier. There's a lot of ways we could represent this. One is a tape diagram. Another is a number sentence. Here's an example of both. In both cases, we can see that we're trying to figure out how many times greater the rug is than the mat. Okay, so a different way that some of you probably also use to represent is a place value chart. So let's think about how we could use that tool to represent and solve this problem together. Where would I put the 4 in 40 on this place value chart, and how do you know? Say it out loud. Yeah, I would put it in the tens, because 4 tens is 40. And where would I put the 4 in 400 on this place value chart, and how do you know that? Say it out loud. Yeah, I put it in the hundreds because 4 hundreds is the same as 400. Okay, great. So what would I have to multiply by to change the 4 tens into 4 hundreds? Say it out loud. Yeah, I'd have to multiply by 10. Why would I need to multiply by 10 to change the 4 tens to 4 hundreds? Say it out loud. Because it takes 10 tens to make 100. So 4 tens times 10 would produce 4 hundreds. So how could we describe that relationship using a comparative statement? Go ahead and say it out loud. Sure, we could say that 400 is 10 times greater than 40. 10 times greater. True. Okay. So then if that's true for 40 and 400, how could we describe the relationship between the tens and the hundreds place? Think about how many tens we need to make 100. Say it out loud. Yeah, we could say that the hundreds place is 10 times greater than the tens place. And is that relationship only true for tens and hundreds, or is it also true for other places in our place value system? How do you know? Say it out loud. Yeah, it's not just true for tens and hundreds, is it? Tens are 10 times greater than ones. Thousands are 10 times greater than hundreds, and so on. We know this because it takes 10 of each of the smaller place value to make up the next largest place value. So how could we describe the relationship between place values in our number system? Say it out loud. we could say that each place value is 10 times greater than the one that comes before it. This is a really important part of our number system, the base 10 system. Why do you think we call it the base 10 system using what we just learned? Say it out loud. It's called the base 10 system because each new place value is 10 times greater than the one before it. Every time you get 10 of one place value, you regroup it to the next value. Okay, I captured this key point. Read it with me. Get ready, go. Base 10 system. Each new place value is always 10 times greater than the one before it. Great. So I'm wondering, how could I show that relationship on this place value chart here? Go ahead and say it out loud. Yeah, I could put a times 10 between each place so that each place to the left is 10 times greater than the one right before it. Tens are 10 times greater than ones. Hundreds are 10 times greater than tens. Thousands are 10 times greater than hundreds. 10,000s are 10 times greater than thousands, and of course, 100,000s are 10 times greater than 10,000s. Awesome. Go ahead and click on the arrow to move to the next slide.